It's no secret that Prismatic Evolutions pre-orders have been insanely high, but some of this TCG Player stuff might not really be the real truth, so I'm going to tell you guys about that. We're going to break it down. Starting with the Pokemon Center ETB. This is the one I see talked about the most. And everyone's saying PC ETBs, they're being resold at $400. While that's kind of true, there's something you guys need to understand about TCG Player itself. But first, we're just going to take a look at the chart. So this is the Pokemon Center stamped Elite Trainer box. It's up off of really high pre-release prices. Pre-release, it was like $360. We're still in pre-release, obviously. It went up to $400 and it's come down a little. If you want to pick one up on TCG, the lowest right now is $390. Now, what you need to know about these sellers is that during the pre-release window on TCG Player, only brick and mortar stores are allowed to sell. So this is something that I learned over the last few releases, and I think that this is important information. While it is good for our brick and mortars, our LGSs, to make money, these prices are not real market prices. They are inflated. And last sold $390, $397, $300, $480, $390, $390, $390, $500, $500. Now, I bring this up just because I use TCG charts a lot in a lot of my videos. They're very convenient. A lot of the times they're accurate. A lot of the times maybe it's off just a little, right? But this one is one where it's off quite a bit. So they're saying market's around 397, so that would be 400. If we go over to eBay, these are the real last solds. As of actually none today. So it's actually Christmas morning as of this recording. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Hope you guys got all the cards and boxes on your list. But last sold 174, 220. So this is a case of 4. So that would be what, like just over 200 per 220. This is another case, so that's 200 per 200, 175, 175. So that's, I would say the average between these is about, I don't know, like high 190, 200. We'll just call it 200 for the sake of making the numbers easy. That's quite a bit lower than 400, 397, or even 389. So that's just something that I wanted to make you guys aware of. I know that a lot of you guys already know, and you guys are smart and you're shopping around. We'll also talk about at the end what's going to happen with these boxes, exactly when they're going to drop on release. And I'll talk about kind of my strategy for that moving forward and how to pick up some of the other products as well. But we're going to talk about the regular ETBs as well. I wanted to just check everything. So regular ETBs are over 100. Lowest you could pick up right now is 117. Okay. And these came out the gate at 115 down to 80. And now they've shot up pretty solidly in the hundreds for a regular ETB. Once again, these are only brick and mortars that are able to list on here. They have a lot of quantities, 50, 48, I'm not trying to dog the specific sellers, for instance. I'm just trying to make you guys aware. Now, last solds, so these are on eBay, 86, 88. This is a Pokemon Center one, sorry. 90, 87. So this one's maybe not as far off, but dollar-wise, we're looking at, most recent sale was 112. So, that's a little bit off. And considering most of these are free shipping, although this one's $10 shipping, so this brings it up to 96. So this one's closer. So you gotta keep that in mind. So ETB sales are maybe a little closer. You got so just the regular non-stamped promo selling for $38. So that's interesting as well. So yeah, about mid to high 80s, I would say, kind of is market. I would say this person overpaid a little, just a little. So that one's a little closer. It's a little nicer to see. We're going to keep going down through the products, but first I wanted to remind you guys that if you go back down to, I cannot find it, to this video a little ways back, right here, sorry. 2 weeks ago, go to this free giveaway video. I'm so sorry about that. You can be entered to win. We're going to do a Surging Sparks booster box, a Japanese 151, a PSA 10, and some sleeve boosters. So there'll be 4 winners. Go watch that video. Make sure you're subscribed and comment to enter. And you guys will be entered in a chance to do that giveaway. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, which we're creeping up on, I'll use a random comment picker to announce the winners. but that's the video that you need to watch. I'll also link it at the end of the video. So just wanted to remind you guys of that. Then we have the mini tin displays. Now these are going to be very popular product for this set, just because there's no booster boxes. There's like limited products, and the mini tin displays, because they have all the evolutions, they're going to do really well. Well, on TCG, these have been going for, they got market at 209. They came out the gate and shot up to about 250. They've come down a little bit since then, but I wanted to check these on eBay as well. Last sold's 180, 200, 200, 150, 180, 180, 180, 180, 220. So I'm going to say about 180, 190 maybe at most market. So once again, things are a little lower here, but maybe kind of close-ish. This is maybe a little bit more of what we see, typically a little closer. This 180 obviously is off, but some of these are closer to TCG player pricing. Then we got the booster bundles. Now the booster bundles, this is another, there's booster bundle displays as well. If you're familiar with 151, those have done really well. Booster bundles in general, but specifically the sealed displays where you get 10. Those are doing really well, and I predict that those will be a great product for this set as well. But right now we're just looking at the individual booster bundles. So it's just 6 packs in one of those little boxes. And these are up on TCG. They went, 60 was pretty high, shot up to 70. They've come down just under 70. They got market at $69. And that is what you can pick these up for, $69.70. So we're going to compare that to the open market. Now this is that booster bundle display I was talking about. So this was 10 bundles, so that's about 65. Loose bundles though, we're seeing 60, 62, 48, 50, 70, 40, 50. So once again, that one's maybe a little closer as well. It's mainly the PC ETBs that have been the egregious one, and ETBs to a certain extent. The binder collection is one of the ones that I also thought was interesting, and it's just going straight down. There must be a large supply of these. So people who pre-ordered here are, unfortunately, this is a case where this pre-ordering isn't always the best, right? And that this is proving it's come down quite a bit. So anyone who's paid here, they're down $30 off of the pre-release prices, unfortunately. They got marketed at, it's about $66, $65. On eBay, you're seeing decently cheaper than that. 54 free shipping, 52 free shipping. This one's higher, 65, 50, 40, 54 free shipping. So I would say about low to mid 50s is market for the binders. Then we got the surprise box. Now the surprise box is an interesting product because they got a random promo in there, one of the evolution promos. People it seemed like people really went crazy for this. I'm not the biggest fan of this product personally, but if it's one of the only ones you can get, then, I totally get it. But this one's up as well off of pre-release numbers. It did go as high as 66, but now it's down to like 62 market. We'll do a little comparison there. And these ones are quite a bit cheaper. We're seeing 50, 43, 47, 48. And there's some 50s here. 50, 50, 48. So yeah, those are down a little bit off of those 62 number. So that's one where you definitely would want to shop around on eBay. I do understand that sometimes eBay can be riskier. What you are getting with these brick and mortar stores is these are highly reputable. They have tons of sales. So, you're going to be taken care of. It's not like you're going to get screwed over or anything. That is a risk more on eBay. However, eBay will protect the buyer pretty much at any cost. So that is the reality of that. So take that for what it's worth. However, if you do miss out on a pre-order or something, then say the prices shoot up, you're going to miss your locked-in price. So, that is the point of pre-ordering. But also just wanted to touch on just pack prices in general. They have shot up recently. They were going for a few around $20, then they went down to 11. They've come back up to 14. Now, I'm not really checking this on eBay right now. I just wanted to bring up the per pack price because that's very, very high. As a rule, I would advise everyone to just chill and don't get eaten by the hype right now. One thing that you guys need to understand is that this is a specialty set that will, and I cannot guarantee this, that will most likely be printed fairly heavily. There's a lot of products coming. They've kind of talked about more products releasing. We've seen this with also with 151 as an example. The Blooming Waters collection that's coming out sounds like there's going to be a ton of those boxes, and that's coming out like well over a year after release. So I think that this set's going to get kind of that treatment as well. Also, your Walmarts, your Targets, they're going to get stock, okay? They don't only sell online. They're going to have physical stock that's going to come in the week of release. So you might have to get in there. You might have to get in there early and kind of work for it. But I do think that that's going to be an option, right? Just keep that in mind. But this brings me back to the Pokemon Center just real quickly. So if you guys are not familiar, and I'm probably going to make a more dedicated video with like this in the title when we get a little bit closer, but these come out January 17th, which is a Friday, on the Pokemon Center. So that means these products will get restocked. I don't know if there'll be more available, but I know the PC ETB will get restocked. And it is going to be on that release morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, okay? That is when they have restocked the last few times, okay? So that is the exact time. Be on your computer, preferably a desktop might be better. You can do it on your phone if you want, maybe do it on both. Be signed into your Pokemon account. Have your PayPal or payment method already entered and ready and saved. I believe they use PayPal on here, so I think that would be the fastest. Because if these restock, when they restock, rather, you're going to want to be picking up these boxes. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight. You might miss out, but give yourself the chance, okay? Because these are going to be very expensive, and yeah, I mean, the very desirable promo. If you can pick up some booster bundles, pick up some other stuff as well. I'm just trying to make you guys aware so you guys can have a fair fight. And I know it's scary, and we're fighting against the bots and everything, but we can only do the best we can do, okay? So get out there, battle for these boxes, do the best you can. These PC ETBs obviously are going to do extremely well. So I just wanted to talk about that. I'll remind you guys more when we get closer. Like I said, I think I'll make a dedicated video talking about it. But it is possible. Also, I don't know how it's going to work. Say you already snagged 2. They've been limiting the boxes to 2. Now, I would assume, like, I got 2. That's all I got. I got my 2. They would have already shipped. You would have already got a shipped notification by the time that this restocks. So I would assume if you got 2, you can order 2 more. I don't know. I'm assuming you would be able to. Pre-orders would have shipped because they try to like arrive by release, so they would have already shipped. So that's something to think about as well. Even if you guys already got some, you might be able to get some more. Hot set, so I would try and get what you can. I also wanted to talk about something that happened on the Japanese side on TCG Player. I was made aware of this by the Discord server. And you can see this giant bar right here. See, 9,563 boxes sold. There was a seller who came on. I don't know who it is. I don't think he's on here anymore. Or the listing's not on here, sorry. He sold like 10,000 boxes of Terastal Festival at $40 per box. Check this out. The last few, unfortunately, were 77, but before that, look, somebody bought 140 boxes at 40. You can load more sales. Look, somebody bought 50, somebody bought 100 from this one seller. So people were, this was Christmas morning. This was this morning early. Somebody unloaded. So whoever bought somebody bought 77 when everything was going for 40. Some people were skeptical. Are these legit? What's going on? So yeah, that is something interesting. Somebody bought 300. I get it. I kind of missed this. I wasn't up yet. I'm West Coast, so I was still sleeping when I saw that. So unfortunately I missed that, but I just wanted to kind of talk about that. Thought that was interesting. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know the name of the seller on here, but I should be protected as a buyer on TCG. And I believe even TCG is owned by eBay, right? Is that correct? Pretty sure. Not that they're have the same policies and are the exact same company, but I'm just saying there should be some buyer protection there. So to summarize, I just wanted to talk about the TCG to eBay price disparity, because that is a thing. And I know I'm like over 90% showing pretty much just TCG charts. So it's kind of, however, I mean, there have been times where I have said, oh, that you can get this cheaper other places, or don't get this here, you can get it elsewhere, right? I have been vocal about that, but I just wanted to, it's not calling myself out per se, but it's bringing awareness. And I would advise you guys to question, not even just myself, to question everyone. Do your research for yourself. Okay, don't always just believe everything I say. Don't always just believe everything other content creators say. The best thing that you can do, in my opinion, is to watch multiple sources, watch my channel, watch other channels, and form your own opinion based off of what everyone's doing, and do what's best for you. That's probably pretty solid advice just for the hobby in a whole. So I just wanted to talk about that. A little bit of transparency, a little bit of open and honesty. I try and do that as much as possible. Try and just be real with you guys, because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy like you guys trying to get boxes. I'm trying to invest to grow my collection. I'm not a big old giant whale in the hobby per se. I got a decent little sealed collection going, and I like to collect the cards as well. So yeah, open and honest and upfront. Also, the giveaway, if you guys want to enter, I would greatly appreciate it. I will continue as I can to give back as much as possible as the channel grows. These will scale, and I will do more and bigger giveaways as things scale, but this is kind of all I can do for right now. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys watching. Merry Christmas to everyone. The support has been really great lately. We've seen some good growth, consistent videos. I mean, I'm here on Christmas morning recording a video for you guys. I've been doing it, man. I mean, when I went to Japan, things kind of fell off because I stopped uploading a little bit while I was there, and I did upload some while I was there, but then they weren't doing good. I kind of like fell off the algorithm, but we're kind of getting back. We're getting back, and I've been doing daily uploads so for a while, and we're going to keep that going. But in summary, you guys have a great Christmas. That's some Prismatic news for you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. And remember, 'twas never a phase.